Okay guys, we are back with the final chapter. Okay, I made a mistake here. It's close now, so it's close. We are going to discuss how we close off the account. Okay, it's close your account. So we are done with this one. Now we are going to step number 3, and that is to close your account. So after extracting the information from these journals here, we posted them to their respective accounts, and then now we have to close our accounts for the month of May, or balance our accounts for the month of May. So how we balance trading, how we balance the balance sheet as well as the nominal account is different. Okay, because others we balance, we close and then we balance. When we continue from the others, we just close and say, okay, this is how we write the total only. But I'll show you that. Let's do it now. Let's start with bank. So there are so many ways to actually balance this. So firstly, compare your positive side and your negative side, and then subtract them from each other. Okay, subtract them from each other and see what is the difference. So what we are trying to do here is to make sure that these totals are equal. To make them equal, we have to find the difference. What makes these two sides different from each other? So we need to do that first. What makes them different from each other? That's what we need to do first. What makes them different, and how can we make them equal thereof? So we are going to do that together. Okay, so let's start. What is the difference between the two sides? And firstly, this is what I want you to do. First, number 1, identify the small side. That's number 1. Identify the small side, meaning the side that has the least, the smallest amount. In terms of amount, let me write this. Okay, number 2, balance the small side with what? With the difference. Okay, with the difference with the bigger side. Or maybe let me make this 3. Number 3, use the total of the bigger side. So use the total of the bigger side. So you can use the total. So the total of the bigger side is always the total. What do I mean? So when they say balance the small side, what we actually mean is, as we can see, the credit side is the smallest side. So I'm going to write balance here. I'm going to balance the credit side. So the credit side will be CD. CD, guys, means carried down. That is the closing balance at the end of the month. How much is in that account at the end of the month? That's CD. BD, how much is in that account at the beginning of the month. So it's going to be 111,000. So I'm looking for what? I know my smaller side is the credit side, hence I wrote balance carried down on the smaller side. And then balance the small side with the difference between what? The two sides. Okay, but use the total of the bigger side. So I'll jump on to number 3. and then use the total of the bigger side. What is the total of the bigger side? It's 111,950 plus 250,000. I'm going to get how much? I'm going to get 369,950. So I'm going to use the total of the bigger side on both sides and find the difference again. So it's 3. You see, I took the total of the bigger side, so let me write it here. This is the total. This is the total of the bigger side. Use the total of the bigger side here. Okay, bigger side. And then what do? I find the difference. I think I should have made this step number 3. The difference again. So it's the difference here. You subtract. What is the difference? So I'm going to minus 175,000 from 361. Minus 175,123. Okay, so the balance carried down is 186,950. So if I add these two together, I should get 361,950. So this is the balance that is in the bank account at the end of the month. You see how easy it is. And then what do I have to do? I'm going to start the process all over again for the next month. Okay, so I'm going to start with the opening, I'm going to post, I'm going to close, but we need to show it in the books. So next month is what? It's going to be let me use the same color. It's going to be June. Okay, the first balance what? Brought down. So you start the same process all over again. So the closing balance of the previous month becomes the opening for the next month. So it's going to be 186,000. What is it? Let me see. 950. So then you are done with your account. Simple. Okay, and then let's move on to capital. There's nothing on the other side. So what we do is just we write the total. What is the total there? 150 is 220. So it's 220 here. So it's going to be 220. That is the total. And then what do? We just say, oh, for next month it's going to be the same. It's going to be 2020. No, don't have to repeat the year because still the same year. The month is different. So it's June. The first balance brought down. So you just take it as it is. So it's going to be 220 there. Done. So there's nothing. So if there's nothing on the other side, don't find the carry down. Just write the brought down like that. We are going to give you marks for that. And then for trading stock, you do the same. Firstly, which side is the bigger side? The debit side. So you take the total of the debit side. So you are going to say 68,000 plus 96,000. You get 164,000. So you use the total of the bigger side. So 164,000. And then what do? You find the difference again between the 75,000 and 165. So the difference is going to be called what? Your balance at the end of the month, called the balance carried down. So this is how much stock you have left after selling. So it's 164,000 minus 164,000 minus 75,000. So you want to find out. So you are left with 89,000. That's how much you have in the trading stock account. So same process, you open for the next month. Repeat the process. OPC again. So it's going to be the month of June. Balance what? It's going to be balance brought down. How much? 89,000. So when you start in June, you're going to start with the stock amounting to 89,000. And then how we close nominal accounts is different, because we are only looking for the total, we are only looking for the total. We are not, it's not a balance sheet, it's a total account. Those are your total accounts. You want the total on each account, so just add that side. So it's 127,700 plus 120, and then you get 247,700 total each side. So there's nothing on this side, okay? And then cost of sales, same thing, you total, so one side, so there's nothing on the other side, so you don't close them off. 1 2 3 now, but later on when you continue the accounting, you see how we close them off, plus 75, but at this stage you just add one side, so it's 154,000. So this is the amount of stock the business has sold by the end of May. Then you are done. So that is closing. So this is how you complete your accounts. So you've learned the difference between balance sheet accounts, how you open them, balance sheet account and nominal accounts, how you open them, how you post to them, and how you close them. I hope you learned something sharp.